Hey, what's up? Brad here, American Ethnographers. I just posted a recommendation for Greasy Will's 90s mix review, so check out that TikTok. But a little bit of follow up. Will's series has me thinking a lot about these kinds of 90s albums, and I noticed an interesting parallel between the Smashing Pumpkins and Nirvana that I thought I'd just talk about for a second. Um, these were two really seminal groups, of course, that really changed the direction of music. I don't think you can really overstate their influence, at least not on me. Um, but there's this cool thing where if you think about um, Nirvana's albums, their first real kind of big breakthrough album, the first major studio album, was Nevermind. They had Bleach before that, but Nevermind was kind of like the first breakthrough. And Nevermind, you can read a lot about this. I'm sure most of you, if you're into that kind of stuff, have heard these stories that Nirvana, they produced the album with Butch Vig, and they had some mixes, and Nirvana ended up really liking those mixes, but they had the album remixed by Andy Wallace, and Andy's mixes are just precise and lush, and they sound amazing. Reportedly, Nirvana didn't really like it, but the follow up album to that, In Utero, takes a turn, right? It's very, very different sounding. The production is much, much different. They recorded with Steve Albini, and I think Albini mixed most of the album. There were, I guess, a few things that got remixed by others. But that change was supposedly really intentional. And I think you see something similar with the Smashing Pumpkins, where their first big breakthrough studio major label release with Siamese Dream, that was recorded by Butch Vig as well, and they had Alan Moulder mix that one, and it sounds very clean and precise and lush, and it's an amazing album. But then the next album, Melancholy, they took another turn, right? And Melancholy sounds a lot different. The producers for this one were Moulder, Flood, and I think Corrigan did some stuff, and they mixed it all together, and it sounds grittier and dirtier in a similar way that In Utero does, right? The comparison between those. So I don't know what that is, right? Is like the success of these early to mid '90s bands, right? They came out of this background of kind of punk with some kind of more hard and aggressive influences, and their first breakthroughs are ones that were accessible, right? Is that they sound good and were easy to listen to, more or less, and then they reacted against it, kind of in a punk rock way, I guess. So I don't know, just something interesting I've been thinking about.